What up, Talkin Fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Knuckle Up. It is Wednesday, hump day, and yes, it's yours truly, Mike Gore, your host, bringing you those hungry prospects, the up-and-comers, the future boxing guys. It is here today. I want to talk to you about an up-and-coming Armenian heavyweight, and I mean this guy is a monster, guys. The man known as Gurgen Hovhannisyan is a beast, guys. This monster, honestly, 4-0 right now in this heavyweight division, guys. And honestly, he's looking like a beast. He's going to be fast-tracked by none other than BBC. That's where he's been picked up. This gigantic Armenian heavyweight will square off against, he was supposed to square off against Viktor Faust on the opening as the opening bout for the Terence Crawford Earl Spence, but unfortunately Viktor Faust had to pull out due to a back injury. But this kid is coming off of a 6th round TKO victory off of our man Michael, I believe it was Coffie in a 6 rounder. Just give me a second, guys. Let me figure this out here. I want to just break down his credentials for you. He's only 25 years old, and the guy is already a force to be reckoned with, man. He took on Coffie. Hovhannisyan, he's 4-0, 4 KOs. He didn't drop Coffie, who was 13-3 with 10 knockouts. He busted up Coffie during the final 2 rounds. Coffie of Kissimmee, Florida, has lost 3 of his past 4 fights, including back-to-back defeats to Johnny Rice. A round before their fight ended, Gurgen here, Big Gurg, Big Gus, whatever you want to call him, activity both to the head and body seemed to slow down Coffie during the one-sided 5th round. Coffie and Hovhannisyan traded hard head and body shots during the competitive 4th and round. They contested mostly on the inside. Coffie rocked Hovhannisyan with a right hand that made him retreat just before the midway mark of the 3rd round. Hovhannisyan shook his head to indicate he wasn't badly hurt and bought enough time to recover. Hovhannisyan caught Coffie with lefts and rights as he backed Coffie into the ropes towards the end of the 2nd round. Hovhannisyan hammered away at Coffie with power shots about 10 seconds after the halfway point of the 1st, and he landed a right uppercut before he began to let his hands really go. But guys, this kid, 25 years old, he's ranked 49th out of 1,390 right now in that heavyweight division, guys. PBC's trying to fast track him due to the kind of competition that he's already faced. He has fought some, pretty stiff competition for somebody who's only got 4 fights under his belt. He's ranked number 2 in Armenia. The kid is 6'7" with an 81-inch reach. And, he was set to take on Viktor Faust, but unfortunately they had to pull out. So, honestly, I can't wait to see this guy get back in the ring. He hasn't fought since Coffie, which was back last year, man, October. So he's been out of the ring for a year. Unfortunately, that Viktor Faust fight kind of had him, put on the side burner for the minute. But I can't wait to see this kid, man. Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, they comprise the core of boxing's Glamour division. But 3 of those heavyweights will be 35 years of age and older by this time now, man. Joshua turns 34 in October and hasn't won a major fight since. He avenged, his losses since he became this wonderful, his last knockout there, which was kind of a lackluster knockout, man, to be honest. But guys, nonetheless, we got this big guy coming up through the heavyweight division, man. 4-0, 4 KOs. The kid has definitely taken on some pretty stiff competition in his last 2 fights, one of them being Michael Coffie, the one before that, Jesse Bryan. Jesse Bryan was 26-2 going into that fight, and Bryan had a cut left eye from legal punches in round 1. Bryan was down twice in round 2, count waived, and, that's just the way it goes. So this kid, he hasn't been the distance yet. He debuted against Javon Daphne, who was 2-4 going into that fight, and that was a KO in the 1st round. Daphne down in round 1 and counted out. So this kid, he's got big hands. Definitely likes to throw them. He ain't shy. He ain't shy about letting those hands go. And whether we like it or not, man, like my counterpart Graham says, Grumpy Graham, this heavyweight division seems to be a little clogged up. Well, guys, don't worry. We got a lot of good new heavyweights coming up through the division. And this is one of them, man. An Armenian, a big Armenian. This monster, 6'7", 81-inch reach, weighing in at like 270 pounds. Can't wait to see this kid in action again. But be on the lookout for him, man. PBC is trying to get behind this guy and just really give him a push. That glamour division. This is what we want to see, man. We want to see that undisputed heavyweight champion. We haven't seen one since, the introduction of the four belt era. So it's about time that we see somebody come in here and really, start moving up these lines, man. So now we got this kid. We've got, Torres, Anderson. We've got a ton of these young guys who are just coming up through these ranks here who are going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future, man. So be on the lookout for this kid. The undefeated Armenian heavyweight, Gurgen Hovhannisyan. Yes, guys. Watch out for this guy, Big Doug. He is he's fun to watch. He definitely can let his hands go, and he will be something dangerous, man. He now resides in Los Angeles, California. So, and he has a bit of an amateur background too. So he had an impressive amateur record, won all of his first 4 professional fights by knockout. So, he does have what it takes to maybe be a champion one day if he can stick to the game plan and they don't push this kid too fast, because, when they do push these heavyweights fast, it takes, 1 or 2 bad fights where, he might not be able to recover from it, and, it'll defeat him mentally. But, he was born in the 90s. The kid's Armenian, 6'7", 81.1-inch reach, currently based in Los Angeles. He signed with PBC. What more can you ask for? So, guys, do me a favor. Mark this down. Go check him out. Start following the kid. Big Gug, Gurgen Hovhannisyan, 4-0 right now in that heavyweight division, guys. It's hump day. It's your man, Mike Gore. I'll see you Female Friday. We'll have a good one for you, so make sure you stop by. Check it out. Guys, like, subscribe, share. You know what it is. I will see you Friday. Until then, guys, remember, fighting solves everything. Knuckle up.